G'day and welcome to the Breaking Through podcast. Another week and another bunch of tours. Festivals confirming dates. Festivals not confirming dates. To start the show off, I get questions every single day about whether so-and-so festival is coming back, when a festival is announcing, yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
And if there's a few festivals at the moment that if we're basing on the times they announced last year, they are late. What I would love festivals to start doing is do like a sit tight post. Just going like we have festivals that do announcing the dates, and that's usually the way to kick off the campaign. What I would love festivals to do is like if you're a bit later in the year, just do something and go, we're still coming. Just sit tight.
Don't they do that like shortly after the festival's like wrapped up? They go like, we'll see you next year.
Yeah, but
Can you take them at their word though when they say that?
that's
Like,
the thing. Like there's festivals where it's like, I'm sure they say that anyway. Like Good Things did that. And it's like, things can change in 6 months if, something drastically can change. So it's just like, at the moment, there's a few festivals where it's like, people think they're dead. People think these festivals are dead.
Yeah.
And it's like, maybe they're not dead. Maybe they've just changed the campaign time. Maybe something hasn't gone quite right in the time frame they wanted and they're just doing it a bit later. So if that's the case, just do we're still coming. Just give us a little bit of time. Just communicate with your audience that you are still on for the year. Just so I don't get so many goddamn fucking DMs, man.
It only really helps you. I can imagine a lot of festivals, like maybe the reason that they're taking so long is like, we haven't locked in a headliner yet and we're trying, but we don't want to say like, sit tight, we're going to get something. Like,
But you don't have to say, hey, we haven't locked in a headliner. It's just like, hey, we're still on for this year. Just give us a little bit more time.
But what if they're not? What if they don't lock in a headliner that's worthy and they're like not confident on it?
Yeah, that's true. But like, I guess that's kind of what Spilt Milk did.
Yeah.
Like Spilt Milk said that they couldn't deliver the lineup that they wanted to give and they took a year off, which it sucked at the time, but was commendable to be like, hey, we just can't deliver what we need to deliver.
Yeah.
So, and then they come back with Kendrick Lamar and Doechii the next year. So like, I just want a bit more communication if things have changed or like the usual campaign time is different to previous years. Because people love these festivals so much that it's super important to communicate if something's going to change.
Right. I'm a bit more old school than you. So, but like maybe this is what young people need. They need more communication from
Fucking
festivals. Yeah.
It's like
I'm so used to just being like, whatever you want to do, just let me know when the festival's on.
No, I think my main thing since like Breaking Through, popped off was like communication. Just communication. Just a bit more communication. I don't think I've said a word so much as just open communication. So that's what I'd love. If festivals are hearing this or the clips that I put up, just, or just festivals that like haven't come back and said that they're taking a year off.
Yeah.
It's like, if you're not coming back, just say you're not coming back. Like Splendor was like, yeah, we're taking 2025 off or, whatever year it was.
Yeah, I don't know why they wanted to go out like that. Just do the like, we're done post. Like,
But I think it's like, the way I think it works is that it's like, if you close the door, then the door's shut. If you leave it ajar just a tiny bit, you can come back. Like Grooven, they took the year off. And then I think they cancelled, took a year off, and then came back to the single show. Splendor cancelled, took a year off, said they were taking a year off, and then we've got nothing from them this year.
Yeah.
If you're not coming back, just say it. It takes 5 minutes to make a post.
yeah.
And it just would give, it's like a breakup with a festival. It's like just giving people closure and just, reminiscing on the memories you had with festivals like that.
I mean, that's what Splendor missed out on because they were like, we might come back soon. Like they missed everyone going like, I have so many good memories from this festival.
Yeah,
Like,
because there's no closure.
yeah, people are mad at them still.
Oh, all the messages I get, even on a comment on my video yesterday, what's the go with Splendor?
Yeah.
I'd love them to put a post out and just, if it is finished. And when you talk in industry and that type of stuff, you hear all the time, it's not coming back. Just say it then. Just put a post on.
Yeah.
It's not hard. Just open communication would be good. A few more tours have announced this last week. Tours teasing. That'll be announced very, very soon. Probably by the time you listen to this one will be out. Niall Horan, He's teased this bad boy for
yonks.
months.
Yeah.
And I've seen like so many different interviews, and he's like, I'm announcing soon. I'm announcing soon. I'm announcing soon. So the venue's finally teased that will be coming. Evanescence, that tour finally got announced.
Yeah.
I think soon we should do like a these bands can't play good things.
Yeah, it might be helpful because I still see the same names,
mate.
even though they're ruled out
Mate.
in like comment threads and Reddits and fake mock posters.
Yeah.
The fake mock posters are getting out of control with AI. Anyone can make one now, and they're just flooding.
We were in our
single
first
Reddit
one
board.
too.
Yeah.
We were in our first
mock
fake poster.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd never had
It's
that
too
before.
easy.
And then people were like, "Oh, are you at Vivid next year?" No.
No.
I mean, we're not.
I
yeah.
wish.
We're open to festival appearances, but I think they're fun because
Yeah.
it's like there's also, I don't want to say a festival, but I got sent one of a New Zealand festival, and the acts on that were like Pink Pantheress. She was headliner. I can't remember the rest, but it's like it got sent around. I got sent it like 6 or 8 times. And I'm just like, man, that's a New Year's festival. Like they wouldn't have this all fully locked in yet.
Yeah.
So like, I like them to a point.
I just want more pros to do it because I just see too many that are like the headliners are out of place. They're putting small bands
Doesn't
up
flow
top
well.
and then big bands in the middle.
Yep.
Amateurs.
Yeah. Core Melbourne also announced as well.
Saw that. Did you see Overtone announced? as well,
Overtone,
guys?
Freeform.
Yeah, some good lineups with Overtone and Freeform.
Yep. And there's
I did
Mode.
Mode. I did
Because
not
they're all three of them are run by the
same people. I did not know many from that core lineup, to be honest with you.
There's a few of those acts that have been to Australia already. And I think if you look at, those lineups for like Overtone and that type of stuff, it's cheaper than Core. And I'd say they're better lineups than Core.
Yeah, I'd say they're better lineups too. Do you think Core's going to be all right?
I'm interested to see how it sells. And it's like, I think some, I don't want to say media outlets, but like some ticketing platforms put out like, it's going to be Calvin Harris, it's going to be Fisher, it's going to be these people. And it's just like, man, what are we doing? Like, that's not what we're going to get. So I think some of the expectations were a bit too high. But I also think if you're going to set a price point at what it is, like people are going to have expectations.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm interested to see how that bad boy sells. And
It's a Tomorrowland like spin-off, right?
yeah, well, it's a Tomorrowland
So it's going to be
stage.
a crazy stage?
It's a Tomorrowland stage,
Right.
which is Core. So yeah,
Cool.
we've only got a few Australian tours that have been announced this week, but I've got a few touring theories for you.
Okay.
Off the back of Good Things announcing their dates this past week, we're pretty certain on My Chemical Romance headlining. I think what their touring dates and that type of stuff that lines up. Limp Bizkit, you've said Limp Bizkit. You've had this theory.
I've heard Limp Bizkit's on the lineup.
I think I can connect this because Limp Bizkit just announced a South Africa show the weekend after Good Things.
And that's just like a flight.
Yeah. So another artist that is around, doing an Australian tour around the same time is J. Cole. Obviously very different genres, but he's going from Sydney to New Zealand and then a show in South Africa.
Right.
I think Limp Bizkit are going to do something very similar, do their side shows in Australia the week before Good Things, do Good Things, do a side show or two in Auckland the week after Good Things, and then fly to South Africa.
Interesting.
That is my theory of what they're going to do.
Yeah.
Do I know? I don't know that. I'm just, I just feel like I've got a board in front of me. I'm just like connecting the dots. I think that's what's going to happen. How do we feel about, and obviously this is just pure speculation, a My Chem and Limp Bizkit?
If it's My Chem and Limp Bizkit headlining, that is crazy. It does like, Limp Bizkit only played like 3 years ago, I think. They were second to Fall Out Boy. So it would be kind of a repeat, but I think it's a band that no one would be mad if they repeated it. I'm sure there's people that want System of a Down and want like a band that hasn't played it yet. Sleep Token. I keep hearing.
Yeah,
about.
I think Sleep Token would kind of like split the audience because people are like, I fucking love Sleep Token. It's like, I fucking hate Sleep Token.
Yeah.
I don't
I've heard
mind
them being
I
called
don't
like
mind
the Disney of emo music.
Oh, boy.
But yeah, I'd love to see Limp Bizkit again. I mean, they've got the bangers. They're not going to change their set list that
Yeah, I've never
much.
seen them before.
They're great, man.
If we are right, we will have a big I told you so in the podcast after it. Another theory that I've got, another festival theory that I've got for you is John Summit announced an arena tour at the end of the year, and his last date is December 5.
Ooh, okay.
So it's an arena tour. Like I've seen a lot of his interviews recently. I know he did play an exclusive set at Live Golf Adelaide, but that man is so popular in Australia. His last run of shows, sold out super quick. He hasn't played a festival for a little while. I think he'd be perfect for that like New Year's Eve Wildlands BTV run.
Yeah.
I don't have any information leading to that. I just looked at that arena run and just went, man, it fits well for me.
It's a perfect fit. Like, especially with the trajectory that they've gone with, like Fisher headlining and then Dom Dollar headlining. John Summit seems like the next logical step.
He'd be a good like closing,
yeah,
like midnight set, I think. And he's getting more and more popular all the time. So I can see him coming back. Like he obviously played Listen Out a couple years ago. He's done his own run of shows. So I think I think that'd be a popular get. If I'm wrong, or if you think I'm wrong, let us know in the comments.
He's headliner material now. Like you can put him in a headliner spot at the
he
Valley.
Kind of headlined Listen Out when he was here a couple of years ago, and he's grown so much. Like obviously he was, Listen Out had the rap and then the dance, and I think he was like the head of at the top of the dance on that, and that was a couple of years ago. Yeah. So he's doing really well now. So that's a theory that I'm spinning with at the moment. An international act that announced North American tour that we have spoken about recently, played at Laneway a couple years ago. Mm-hmm. Charli XCX just announced a North American tour, arena tour. Man, surely Oz gets that, and I think she would sell that so incredibly quickly.
Yeah.
Because when was her last actual Australian tour?
Like
not playing festivals.
2022, I'm gonna say for the Crash tour, but I think she did festivals as well. I think she did For the Love Festival maybe on that run as well. But then she played like the Tivoli.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have that Scotty guy in the comment going, "Don't think, just research." Shut the fuck up. I think off how big Charli X has gotten and how, I think that Laneway show was one of in Brisbane anyway, was one of the busiest laneways I've ever seen. So the demand's obviously there. I thought she'd go kind of stadiums here. I feel like we don't get many current acts playing stadiums anymore. Well, at the moment, obviously Dom Dollar.
I think it'd have to be like a sure thing sellout.
Yeah.
To go to a stadium now. Just we've already discussed that arenas are a lot cheaper to play, and especially if you just do multiple nights, you're probably going to save money than doing one night at a stadium. She only did Laneway last year.
Yeah.
I don't think she's coming back so soon. I think we're going to be at the end of the run.
But that's that'll be, by that time, that'll be almost 2 years. I think we'll get it. I don't think we'll be on the next leg, but I definitely think Charli XCX knows she's loved here. Yeah. And, if there's any information of Charli XCX coming here, I hope she hints it. I don't like tours just being announced. So I'm hoping we get that. And I think the kind of anticipation, if she hinted it for a couple days, that would be one of the most anticipated things we'd get. Another international tour announced, but we're not focusing on the tour side of this. Phoebe Bridgers, I get asked about Phoebe Bridgers a lot now off the back of this tour. If I haven't looked into it at all, if we get any information, we'll talk about it on the podcast. Obviously loved in Australia, but Phoebe Bridgers has got a rule in this upcoming tour, and it's no phones.
Yeah.
What do you think of the no phones rule?
I love the no phones rule. The thing that bums me out a lot when I'm going to watch an artist is how many phones I just see in front of me a lot of the time. They're getting in the way of my view. It'd be good to just have everyone in the moment again. And I think Phoebe is the right sort of music where you kind of just want to be in the moment. She's got like beautiful, euphoric songs that you just want to kind of get lost in. And I think no phones really helps you get in that mindset and mood. For other artists, I feel like it'd be like useless to kind of lock away your phones. But for her, it'd be super interesting. And she's got new material, so I can kind of see why she's maybe hiding the phones for now. She doesn't want anything to get leaked.
Yeah, she's done a few like smaller shows on like before too.
Apparently she's playing like 7 or 8 new songs in the set as well.
I'm indifferent about this no phone rule because it's like, who am I to tell people how to enjoy the concert they paid for? And I see like I've seen a few videos go like, imagine being an artist and just going out to a sea of phones.
Yeah.
You're getting paid handsomely to do that.
Sure.
Like, I've seen like Dom Fight going like, all I can see is phones. And it's just like, bro, they're doing it so they can remember your music.
Yeah.
I think like, I don't mind the no phones rule to an extent, but I think it's just got to be like, obviously, if you want to record your favorite song or whatever, go for it. But people that have their phones out the whole time, that's when you're like, come on, man. And we've all been next to people at gigs that do that, and it is super frustrating. But I think that's kind of like up to the person if they want to do that.
I think she's only charging like $1 for a ticket for this, like the run of shows that she's doing where she's locking away everyone's phone.
That she's just done, yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's like fair enough. If you're
For that, yeah, because she obviously wants to keep it secret.
she's keeping it cheap. She's asking you not to do something, and she's keeping the tickets at $1. Like you can put your phones away.
It's a great way to promote. But this upcoming tour, it's like this is the first,
I think if you pay full price for a ticket, if you want to take your phone out, go for it.
That's my point.
Yeah.
It's like, if you're paying full price for a ticket, you should be able to enjoy it how you want to enjoy it, unless you're being a fuckwit and ruining it for everyone else.
Do you think this cheap ticket thing, like she's doing it for $1, it's mostly raising money for charity. Do you think this becomes a trend with bigger artists now? Because a lot of like smaller Australian artists have started introducing like, hey, like this is tickets for anyone that's like struggling financially, like you can get in for like $10 and
Charli XCX on this tour, she's just announced she's donating to a charity as well.
$20 tickets.
And then she's got Angel tickets.
For $20.
Yeah. So, I think it's really good. I thoroughly enjoy it. And, they could, if that's what they want to support, great.
Hey, I kind of have questions about how they afford the venue hire having dollar tickets.
That's a good point.
I imagine there's some brands involved probably.
But if you're not promoting, right, and obviously only big acts can do this, or acts that just want to be perceived as like secretive, like the money you'd spend on promotion, you're putting towards venues.
Yeah.
So, I think that's probably the case.
I'd love to know the deals behind that. I'm pretty sure she played Madison Square Garden on like a couple of days ago, and she charged $1 to $20 a ticket. So I'm wondering what how that pays for the venue hire anyway. Like, very strange.
And that makes you think though. It's like, how can you do that?
How can you do that? How?
Love it. Love it.
Love it. But these venues cost so much to hire, just the regular tour that comes through town. If you're doing $1 ticket, all right, we've gone on about it too much. Let's move along.
A festival cancelled day one over the weekend.
Primavera. Did you watch any of it?
They streamed it?
They streamed it. It was super early though, and there was no repeats like Coachella.
Wasn't on YouTube?
It was on Amazon. Mm-hmm. Yep. But yeah, the first day got freak storm. Everyone got cleared out. I think Geese were halfway through their set before it all got shut down. And then Doja Cat, Massive Attack, Mac DeMarco, Bad Gal, all got cancelled. Couldn't play. So yeah, that's kind of a bummer. But I've been keeping my eye on Primavera, and I do feel like it is becoming the next Coachella, like that next worldwide festival that everyone sort of embarks out to. And I got to go last year and the year before that, so I got to go to like the Charli XCX, Chappell Roan, Sabrina Carpenter year. And
Is it like similar pricing to Coachella?
I think so, yeah. It's like cheaper than like what a 3-day ticket here would be. Like Splendid tickets, I think were a bit more. I think it equated to about $450 maybe for a 3-day Primavera ticket. Mm-hmm. But the lineup is like so much better. Crazy. But yeah, it's like, it's kind of positioning itself to be the next worldwide big festival. Like I can see it kind of taking over Coachella in time. But the first day of cancellations was kind of a shocker, and I do know with Europe festivals they kind of reimburse people when weather occurs, so they might have lost a bit of money. But in saying that, Olivia Rodrigo did like a surprise set at like 9:30 at night there, and they announced it 5 hours before she was supposed to play. She brought out Robert Smith from The Cure.
But she did. She came out for Coachella as well.
Yeah, she only came out for Addison Rae's set as like a special guest.
Like, so she's done that twice now as just like surprise sets. Like, I think Olivia Rodrigo's promo on this, like even when she was, you know, the lockets across the world and that type of stuff, and like I think Olivia Rodrigo, it's probably some of the best promo campaign for an album I've seen. It doesn't feel forced.
Yeah, it's.
I'd say best I've seen in the
well.
last couple of years. I think.
But the whole Cure thing around this album, because she did a song with Robert Smith and then she announced it as like the next single. It's called like What's Wrong With Me, and I think it's like the best song that we've seen so far from this album. So it's kind of interesting how she keeps circling back on the Cure around this album. So I'm excited to hear the full thing.
Yeah,
comes out this week.
Yeah, a couple of days.
Cool.
So I think this is probably the most excited I've been for an Olivia Rodrigo album.
Yeah. We should do a review on it next week.
Yeah, we should actually. That's actually a really good idea. Before we finish off, Tyson, I think we've kind of been a bit slack on Australian content, focusing on Australian music, that type of stuff. And I think that we kind of represent kind of Australia right now.
Yeah.
Because it's like there's so much other music and touring and that type of stuff that we're consuming that we're kind of putting Australian artists and the Australian music scene to the side.
It's kind of true.
And I saw an article from The Guardian a couple of days ago, and it's like, I think they were kind of saying, it was like, did you read this article?
Yeah, I think we sent it to each other. It had something that was like, out of the 100 from the last year, out of 100 songs that were the top 100 songs that were streamed in Australia, only 5 of them were Australian songs.
And who was the number one?
Vance Joy.
Vance Joy Riptide, which came out like 12 years ago.
Yeah. And it was the number one. It was like the highest ranking sort of song in there.
Oh, man.
And there was another 2 songs in there that were old songs as well. A Crowded House
song.
And then I know Sonny Fedora was in it.
Kid Laroi was in it.
And there was...
And The Sweet Disposition by Temper Trap. There's 1, 2 songs that came out.
That's like unheard of, I'm pretty sure. That never happened in the 90s or 2000s where songs would carry over for a year, let alone 12 years as like the most listened to song. It's crazy. We're just going back and it's we're all experiencing the same thing. No one's really listening to new music and we're just kind of listening to old stuff. Because even like some of the other songs that were in that top 100 was like Dreams by Fleetwood Mac, Iris by Goo Goo Dolls.
Yeah. So, and I'm saying this a lot, and I think this is the time in history where nostalgia has never been stronger.
Yeah.
It's like those older acts are touring a lot more, and it's just like we're trying to live through our childhood. Hilary Duff, selling how well she sold here. Like, do old songs from our childhood just never die anymore? Does the shelf life of a song just become so much longer these days?
I don't know. I think it's got to have something to do with Gen Z kind of like going back to older stuff, like discovering older music to really like dictate where the charts are going. Because when I was younger, we were kind of dictating where the charts were going and it was all new stuff. Like the emo scene, the indie scene, the dance scene, the hip hop scene. It was all kind of like all new artists and stuff like that. This is really interesting that we're like, even young people now are going back to like early 2000s. And
Great era.
it's a great era. But yeah, it's like, is Triple J at fault? Are we not breaking as many artists anymore in Australia?
But I think it's just like, I don't want to jump on the Triple J's at fault bandwagon.
Well, it's not their fault, but have they lost their influence on people?
They've definitely lost. Like, they're not as influential as they once were.
Yeah.
100%. But like 15 years ago, there wasn't as big a social media presence as there is now to break music.
Yeah.
So it's like TikTok. I remember when artists were starting to become, TikTok artists were starting to come on festival lineups, and just not knowing who they were because only people on TikTok would know them. And it's like going, I don't want to listen to this person. They're a TikTok artist, yada, 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 when it was starting out. Now it's like these guys are some of the biggest artists in the world. And they started from TikTok, and that's where we're churning most of our artists from.
Yeah.
So it's like, how do you contend with that? Like, especially as a radio station like Triple J, who pushes all this, the big Australian artists that we learn to love. It's like, if that's not our main source anymore, and TikTok doesn't have to push Australian music.
Yeah.
TikTok just forces what's on the algorithm.
Exactly.
So, like, I don't know how you contend with that.
It seems weird that, like, in the age we live in now where it's easier to discover music, you've got so many platforms to discover new music. Spotify. Is Spotify doing enough with getting new music out there? You kind of, if you go looking for it, if you go on their playlists and stuff, you see a bunch of new music, but are we listening to it?
But it's selective. It's like, it's how many independent artists are going to go huge right at the start.
You think with algorithms, though, they'd be able to give people new stuff. Like, it's weird that we're losing when all the tools are there for us to be finding new shit, but we're not. We're going back.
But it's tools that, like, we use of, like, AI and, like, playlisting and that type of stuff. It's like they're still choosing it for us.
Yeah.
Like, you can still put in, like, I know we spoke about the Spotify AI playlist and that type of stuff. I'm sure, like, yes, we went off on it, but I'm sure there's people that use it.
Yeah.
Like, they're not physically spending the time and going through and using it. They're getting that to find it. So it's like, I can't remember the last time I made a playlist.
When was the last time you discovered a new Australian artist?
This year.
Yeah.
Like, I think, but I'm making a conscious choice to do that. I think a lot of people just want to find music.
Yeah.
They don't care who it's from, but because we're a music industry, like, any Australian artist, follow.
Yeah.
Any, like, if someone's playing their song, follow. If they have 100 followers, don't care, follow. Like, I consciously do that. People aren't doing that.
Yeah.
Well, I know a lot of people that aren't doing that. And it's just like, Breaking Through supports Australian music, so I make sure that I do that because that's really the only way that I can support in the capacity Breaking Through's in at the moment. So,
do you think the reason that we're, like, listening to these old songs as well, like Riptide and stuff like that, do you think it's like they're in playlists that people are just playing? They're in these big playlists. They're just getting, like,
playlists and radio.
Playlists and radio. And social media, do you think? Like, is TikTok, like, is Riptide big on TikTok?
No. Well, not on my algorithm.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. I think...
Because I know Iris by Goo Goo Dolls is always getting a rinse on TikTok. Like,
that video of them in the rain playing like that, or I say that every, like, 6 months. But it's like, that's nostalgic, and you're always like, I see a video that I might have found funny like 4 months ago. I know what's going to happen, but I'm going to watch it because I know it's funny. And I know I saw it 4 months ago. And it's just like, it's a really hard subject to talk about because it's like, how do you fix it?
Are we just in our greatest hits era? Like, we're just like, there's nothing new. Let's just bring out all the best songs we've ever made.
But there's always new music being made. This is like, it's the easiest, but also the hardest time to get your own music exposed.
There's so much of it now.
There's so many acts out there and bands and whatnot, but it's just like you're competing with so many other acts and the algorithm as well.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't just be an artist anymore. You got to be a content creator. You got to be in good at marketing and promoting and that type of stuff. And it sucks that you got to put so many hats on, but it's just the way it is.
Yeah.
That's a bit of a dampener around the pod. We don't have any fan questions this week, but if you have any, please send them in. Hopefully more tours announced. Oh, no, I know more tours announced.
Good Things is coming as well. Dates announced. So
they don't announce till
this
August.
is kind of like, well, this is what you were talking about. This is like that sit tight.
Yeah, but like I want an announce. I want like a sit tight before the announce. Like, and even they with the announcement announced the date were a little bit late.
You want an announcement for the announcement. For the announcement.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, just say dates are coming. Like, but how easy is that to make?
Yeah.
And like, if you haven't posted in months, like their announced the date post got so many likes, and that would have taken 2 minutes to make.
Yeah.
Like, why wouldn't you extend the campaign or, just start the campaign a little bit earlier just with that? If something's changed, I've said it before, whatever. just give us a sit tight post. Sit tight. We're still coming. That's all you need to do.
All right, everyone. We'll see you next week.
Yeah, see you later.
Sit tight.